Have you ever put on an outfit, glanced in the mirror, and thought, why do I look fuller than I really am? It's not your body, it's the styling. Sometimes all it takes is one simple change, like adding a single extra layer, to completely transform how you look. I've seen women go from feeling meh to standing taller and smiling wider just by slipping on the right third piece. And the best part? You don't need to lose a single pound or buy a whole new wardrobe to see the difference. In this video, I'm sharing 7 genius styling tricks that work like magic for women over 60. Subtle adjustments that create a slimmer, more balanced silhouette instantly. I'll show you real-life examples on real bodies, so you can see exactly how each tip works, not just on models in perfect lighting. And trust me, tip number 4 will absolutely blow your mind. It's one of those things you'll want to try the moment you see it. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's start transforming the way your clothes work for you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with a friend who deserves to feel amazing in her own skin too. 1. Add a third piece, the magic layer. Sometimes it's not about changing your clothes entirely. It's about adding one simple element that makes everything come together. That's what I call the magic layer. It could be a blazer, a long-line vest, a lightweight cardigan, or even an open shirt. This one extra piece does so much more than just cover up. It frames your body, creates clean vertical lines, and guides the eye up and down instead of side to side. The result? A longer, leaner silhouette that feels intentional and polished without trying too hard. Imagine this. You're wearing a simple top and trousers. It's fine, comfortable, practical. But when you slip on a long-line blazer in a complementary color, something changes instantly. The outfit suddenly feels finished. The straight, vertical edges of that blazer act almost like gentle slimming panels, drawing the eye inward and elongating your frame. It's subtle, but the effect is powerful. This trick works beautifully in real life, not just on magazine covers. I've seen it transform outfits for women of every shape, from petite frames who want a little extra height to fuller figures who want structure without stiffness. For summer, you can swap heavy fabrics for something airy, like a linen blend vest or an open crochet cardigan. You still get that slimming vertical effect, but you stay cool and comfortable. It's also a great way to balance out prints or bold colors. Let's say you have patterned trousers you love, but they tend to dominate your look. Layer a solid color vest or a softly structured jacket over your top, and suddenly the print feels grounded, balanced, and intentional. That third piece breaks up visual bulk, adds shape to your outline, and keeps the focus on you, not just your clothes. What I love most about this trick is its versatility. Whether you're dressing for a casual lunch, a special dinner, or just running errands, the right third piece adapts. It can be neutral to blend in, or a pop of color to make a statement. And it's not just about fashion, it changes the way you carry yourself. When you feel more put together, you stand taller, smile more, and exude confidence. If you haven't tried this yet, take a look in your closet. That long cardigan you only wear at home? Try layering it over a sleek monochrome base outfit. That vest you bought years ago? Give it a second life over a crisp white shirt and jeans. You might be surprised at how much new you can create with what you already own. The best part? This isn't a trend. The third piece has been a quiet hero in styling for decades because it works for everyone at any age. Once you start using it, you'll notice how much easier it becomes to feel polished and slimmed without overthinking your outfits. And if this simple magic layer can make such a difference, just wait until you see how the next trick works. It has everything to do with the colors you wear and how they shape your silhouette. 2. Avoid horizontal color contrast. Erase the cut in half. You know that moment when you catch your reflection and think, why does my outfit make me look wider here? Often it's not the cut of your clothes or even your body shape. It's the way the colors are breaking your silhouette. Horizontal color contrast is one of those sneaky styling culprits. When two sharply different colors meet right at your widest point, they pull the eye straight there and hold it. Picture this: a light floral top tucked into dark trousers, ending exactly at your hips. The sudden shift from bright to dark creates a visual line right across the middle, almost like your body is being cut in half. Even if the fit is perfect, that color contrast draws attention to the width of that spot. But the fix is surprisingly simple. Keep the color flow continuous, especially through areas you want to look longer and leaner. One way to do this is by choosing a top and bottom in the same or similar tones, so the eye travels up and down without interruption. Or if you love wearing contrasting colors, use layering to your advantage. A long vest, cardigan, or blazer in a unifying color bridges that gap, turning a horizontal break into a smooth vertical line. I once worked with a client who adored wide belts, bright red, mustard yellow, even metallic silver. They were beautiful pieces, but worn over a dark dress, those belts became neon signs across her waist and hips. We swapped them for more subtle tones that blended into the outfit and shifted the pop of color to a scarf near her neckline. Instantly, her silhouette looked longer and her face became the focal point. You can also think about where you place your contrasts. Keep darker tones at your widest points and lighter or brighter ones near areas you want to highlight, like your shoulders, neckline, or face. That way, you're in control of where people's eyes naturally go. The beauty of this tip is that it's not about giving up the colors you love. It's about learning where to use them for your body, so you can wear anything with intention. When your color flow works with your shape, it quietly makes you look taller, more balanced, and more confident, without anyone being able to pinpoint why. And speaking of drawing attention to the right places, our next styling trick is all about making the most of the parts of you that are naturally slim and graceful, no matter your size or age. This one feels personal, and once you master it, you'll never look at your sleeves, necklines, or hemlines the same way again. 3. Accentuate your slimmest parts. Let them shine. One of the most flattering things you can do for yourself is to guide the eye toward your naturally slimmer areas. You don't have to be a certain size to do this. Every woman has features worth highlighting. For many, it's the wrists, the neckline, the ankles, or a softly defined waist. When you show off these areas, your whole outfit starts working with your body, not against it. Think about how you feel when you roll up your sleeves just enough to reveal your wrists, or when you wear a bracelet that catches the light as you move. Those little glimpses create a sense of elegance and ease. The same goes for an open neckline. Not plunging, but enough to frame your collarbones or the gentle curve of your shoulders. It draws the gaze upward and elongates your upper body without you even trying. I've seen this trick work wonders for women who felt their style had become lost in oversized, shapeless clothes. A client once showed me her go-to outfit, a long tunic that covered her from neck to mid-thigh, paired with loose trousers. It was comfortable, but it hid everything: her figure, her movement, even her energy. We kept the comfort but changed the proportions. A slightly fitted top with a gentle waistline, sleeves rolled to just below the elbow, and ankle-length trousers. The transformation was immediate. She looked lighter, taller, and more confident, yet still completely herself. Accessories can help too. A delicate watch on a bare wrist, a slim belt that defines the waist without cutting into it, ankle boots that leave just enough space above to show the narrowest part of the leg. These details create visual pauses that flatter the silhouette. The key here is balance. You're not revealing everything at once. You're choosing one or two areas to let shine and keeping the rest softly structured. That's what keeps the look elegant and timeless, not overdone. When you start dressing this way, people don't think she's hiding something. They think she looks radiant, and that's the real magic. Now, knowing what to highlight is one thing, but knowing what not to emphasize is just as important. That's where the fabric you choose can either be your best friend or your biggest betrayer. The next tip might make you rethink half the clothes in your closet, in the best way possible. 4. Avoid clingy fabrics. Let your clothes glide, not grab. We've all had that moment. You put on a top or skirt you love, only to notice how the fabric seems to cling to every curve and crease. Suddenly, instead of feeling confident, you find yourself tugging, adjusting, and wishing you'd worn something else. That's the hidden danger of clingy fabrics. They don't just hug the parts you love, they also spotlight the ones you'd rather not put on display. Fabrics like shiny satin, thin jersey, or overly stretchy knits tend to reflect light and grip the body, making every contour more visible. On the other hand, structured matte fabrics, think soft twill, lightweight crepe, or even a well-tailored cotton blend, gently skim the body instead of sticking to it. They create a smooth, continuous line that's far more forgiving and flattering. I remember helping a friend get ready for a special anniversary dinner. She'd chosen a silky, body-skimming dress in a beautiful champagne shade. The color was perfect, but the cling made her feel self-conscious. We swapped it for a similar tone in a softly structured fabric, added a gentle drape at the waist, and suddenly her whole posture changed. She walked taller, smiled wider. The difference was remarkable. It's not about avoiding all form-fitting styles. It's about choosing fabrics that work with your movement and shape, not against them. A skirt with a bit of weight will fall gracefully rather than wrapping tightly. A top with a subtle texture can disguise minor lines and create depth. Even the simplest outfit can look more expensive and intentional when the fabric flows instead of clings. If you're not sure whether a fabric will flatter, try this. Hold it up to the light and see how it falls. Does it create a clean, soft outline? Or does it grab and hold every fold? That little test can save you from countless, "Why doesn't this look right?" moments in front of the mirror. And here's the best part. When your clothes skim instead of squeeze, you not only look more streamlined, you feel more at ease. You're free to move, laugh, and enjoy your day without fussing over how your outfit behaves. Of course, even the best fabrics can't help if the overall shape of your clothes is working against you. That's why the next styling trick is all about the quiet hero of every flattering wardrobe. A cut that instantly lengthens and balances your figure, no matter your height or shape. 5. Opt for straight leg pants. The quiet hero. Some styling tricks shout for attention, but others work quietly in the background, subtly transforming your look without anyone being able to put their finger on. Why? Straight-leg pants fall into that second category. They're the wardrobe equivalent of a loyal friend, dependable, flattering, and always there to make you look your best. The magic lies in the clean, uninterrupted line they create from hip to hem. When your trousers taper in sharply at the ankle, they can make your hips look wider by contrast. On the other hand, very wide leg styles can swallow your frame, adding bulk and sometimes a sloppy feel. Straight leg cuts strike the perfect balance. They follow the natural line of your leg without clinging or ballooning, giving you an instantly longer, leaner silhouette. I worked with a client who swore by her skinny jeans. She loved the stretch, but she often felt her outfits looked off. When we swapped them for a pair of well-fitted straight-leg jeans, the change was immediate. Her hips looked more balanced, her legs appeared longer, and even her shoes looked better framed. She kept the comfort, but lost the harsh outline that was breaking up her proportions. The beauty of straight-leg pants is their versatility. They work with almost any top, from a crisp button-down to a soft knit sweater, and they complement flats, heels, or ankle boots equally well. In summer, you can opt for a lightweight linen version. In cooler months, a structured wool or denim keeps the look polished. And here's a small bonus. Straight-leg styles often drape just enough to skim over the tops of your shoes, which adds another subtle vertical line. This means your eye naturally travels up and down, making you appear taller without you having to do a thing. If you've been wearing the same trouser shape for years, this is an easy switch that can refresh your entire wardrobe. Try them once, and you might find yourself wondering how you ever lived without them. But clothing isn't just about the cut. It's also about where you place visual weight. Which brings us to the next tip, one that can completely change the way prints work for you, especially if you've been avoiding them for fear they'll add bulk. This one is going to surprise you. 6. Avoid overwhelming prints. Balance the story. Prints can be such a joy to wear. They bring personality, vibrancy, and a sense of play to your wardrobe. But when a print takes over your entire outfit without any structure or contrast, it can overwhelm your frame and create a single, blocky shape. The trick isn't to avoid prints altogether. It's to place them strategically so they tell your style story in the most flattering way. Imagine a dress covered from top to bottom in a bold floral pattern. It's beautiful on the hanger, but once it's on, there's no visual break for the eye. You lose your natural shape, and the print becomes the main event rather than you. Now, take that same print and wear it as a blouse paired with solid-colored trousers or a skirt. Suddenly, the print draws attention toward your face, while the solid bottom grounds the look and restores balance. I once styled a client who loved animal prints but had stopped wearing them because she felt they made her look larger. We kept her favorite leopard top, but layered a tailored open-front blazer over it. That small addition not only softened the print's intensity, but also created vertical lines that slimmed her silhouette. The result? She rediscovered her confidence in wearing prints without feeling drowned by them. Another approach is to play with scale. Smaller, more delicate patterns often read as more refined and can be worn head to toe without overwhelming. Larger, bolder prints work best when they're broken up. For example, a patterned skirt with a neutral top or a printed scarf against a monochrome base. And remember, where you place the print matters. If you want to highlight your upper body, keep the print near your face and shoulders. If you'd rather draw attention downward, wear the print on your skirt or trousers and balance it with a simple top. When you use prints with intention, they become a powerful tool in your style arsenal, adding life, movement, and personality to your outfits while still keeping your shape visible. Now that we've talked about balancing your frame with colors and patterns, it's time to focus on something even more foundational, the part of your outfit that sets the tone for your entire silhouette, your shoulders. This next tip is one of the fastest ways to make your waist look smaller and your posture more confident. 7. Define your shoulder line. Frame the masterpiece. Think of your shoulders as the frame for the rest of your body. When the shoulder line is strong and well-defined, everything underneath it looks more balanced. Your waist appears smaller, your posture looks straighter, and your overall silhouette feels more intentional. On the other hand, if the shoulders lack structure, the whole outfit can feel a little unfinished, no matter how nice the rest of it is. This doesn't mean you need to bring back the oversized 80s shoulder pads, unless you want to. It's about creating clean, deliberate lines that give your upper body presence. For some, that might be a tailored blazer with a gentle shoulder seam. For others, a wrap-style top that frames the shoulders and subtly lifts the neckline. Even a well-chosen cap sleeve can create that effect without adding bulk. I remember working with a woman who always felt her midsection was her problem area. She wore loose, soft tops that draped beautifully but collapsed at the shoulders, which actually made her waist look wider. We swapped one of those tops for a structured wrap blouse with a defined shoulder seam and a slight angle at the neckline. The transformation was instant. Her waist looked narrower, her stance more confident, and her smile brighter. Defining your shoulders also shifts the eye upward toward your face, which is exactly where you want attention. It's like putting the spotlight on your best feature while letting the rest of your silhouette fall into balance. You can achieve this in many ways. Jackets with subtle shoulder shaping, tops with princess seams that start at the shoulder and curve down the body, or even just making sure your garments fit properly at that upper seam. The goal is to give your outfit a starting point that's crisp and intentional. Once you start paying attention to this detail, you'll notice how much more pulled together your outfits feel, even the casual ones. And when combined with the other tricks we've covered, it creates a synergy that's far greater than any single styling choice alone. Because here's the truth. Looking slimmer, taller, or more balanced isn't about hiding who you are. It's about using clothes to celebrate your shape. And that's the perfect place to wrap up our journey together today. Looking slimmer has never been about chasing a smaller number on the scale. It's about making styling choices that work with your body, so every outfit tells the story you want it to tell. Each tip we've explored today is just a tool, but when you put them together, they become a quiet kind of magic. And remember, looking better isn't about changing who you are. It's about reflecting the most confident, radiant version of yourself right now. Clothes are simply the frame. You are the masterpiece. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these styling tricks is your favorite? Have you tried one before and seen the difference for yourself? Share your experiences in the comments so we can all learn from each other. If this video inspired you, give it a like, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend who deserves to feel amazing in her own skin. Let's keep this conversation going because style has no age limit and confidence is the best outfit you can wear. Now, go open your closet, try one of these tips today, and see how quickly your mirror starts smiling back at you.